So welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, my name is Stephanie Nadia. Fun fact about me is I am Ecuadorian and Trinidadian, and my husband is Haitian, so I often say that when we have kids, they're gonna be hella confused. But yes, welcome to my channel. Today I have a what's in my bag, but specifically it's a what's in my travel makeup bag. I've never really done a what's in my bag video at all ever on my channel, but I thought it would be fun to do a what's in my travel makeup bag since I just came back from Atlanta and I already have my makeup bag that I packed for travel already here sitting in front of me. So there are certain things that I've excluded and I've taken the most important things that I need when it comes to makeup, and I try to fit it all into this little bag here. But most of the time when I have my regular makeup bag, it's kind of like a little full-on briefcase. I know people think I'm crazy. So I've sort of just tossed everything in this bag. I really didn't organize it. Normally in my bigger makeup bag, I have everything organized by compartments. Like I have a smaller makeup bag for each different type of product inside my makeup bag. And it usually carries everything, like all my favorites. And I know it's kind of ridiculous. Like I have a little lip bag with probably over 12 different lips, but it's mostly Fenty lipsticks, the Mademoiselle collection, because I love those lipsticks. And I know it's insane to carry all of those in my makeup bag, but it's my favorites right there whenever I want it and for whatever collection of colors I want. Like I'm not the type of girl that just wears one color all the time every single day. I do like to switch it up. I mean, yeah, I do have my favorites, my go-tos, but I do like the option to choose different shades and switch it up and wear bolder colors and stuff like that. So that's why if you look at my makeup bag, there's a variety of colors and not just your basic nudes and simple basic makeup items. So anyways, but for my travel bag, I do minimize that. I do keep it a little bit more simple. And so let me dive into this. So here, the first thing that I have is actually this concealer brush that I recently got from Sephora. And I have been loving this. It's such a thick bristle, and it's soft and gentle, which is perfect for my under eye area and just patting it in, as opposed to just using a beauty blender brush or my fingers all the time. I find this a little bit more helpful, especially as that my skin is maturing now and I really don't set under my eyes anymore. This has been super helpful for the kind of application I want under my eyes and how I want to conceal under them. Well, this is the Sephora Pro Press Full Coverage Precision Concealer Brush 67, I believe. That's the only number. Yeah, the 67. My blush brush that I have in here is my Luxie 514. It is my favorite blush brush of all time. I've had it kind of forever. I know you're supposed to throw out your brushes after a while, but I just keep cleaning them and using them, especially if it's not falling apart. Especially if it's a favorite one, I usually don't get rid of my brushes. I know it's kind of crazy, right? Okay, yeah. Anyways, so blush brush. I don't know, I think I got this on Amazon. It doesn't have a brand name on it or anything like that, but it's just a flat top, thicker bristle, which I really like as well. And I think I got it from Amazon. Sometimes you can find really cool things for really cheap that are no branded items on Amazon, and it does the job, girls. So that's all that matters. Okay, so I have more brushes in here. I'm trying to see if I can get all the brushes out so that I can go through all the brushes that I have in here first. The next brush I have is this Urban Decay Naked 3 brush. I do pull it out of the palette because it's one of my favorite brushes. I love the flat-ended side and then the fluffier side. This is my go-to, and it's so smart to take one of these while you're traveling because it's less brushes and takes up less space. My next brush, which is a brush I cannot live without, it's a favorite of mine again. It is a Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow Brush. There is no number on here, sorry guys, but it's a fluffier, pointier tipped brush, as you can see. And this is perfect for blending in the crease. And then for my last brush that I have here is this NYX eyeshadow brush. It's more of a shorter, thicker bristle brush, tiny, and it's good for going again in the crease, but it's for more of a precise application as opposed to blending it out in the crease, which I love. So I usually use this first to apply a shadow in my crease, and then I use this one to blend out, which I think they're pretty awesome, and they do the job, especially for when I'm doing eyeshadow looks that are a cut crease. And so, I do that, I've been doing that more and more lately, so it makes sense that I bring these two along with me. All right, the next thing I have here is my vitamin E oil. If you guys haven't seen my channel before or on my Instagram, I've raved about this many a time. And I always usually use this after washing my face and even before I apply my makeup on a clean face, of course. And it's just so good for the skin. It's so nourishing, and it actually works as a really great primer to my makeup. So vitamin E oil, love it. The other item I have here is another face item. It's the Real Eye Cream for Face. My mom gave me this a while back, and I've been trying to like use it sparingly because it is so amazing. It smells amazing. It leaves my skin feeling super silky and super soft. And it has more of a primer-ish finish. So again, this is actually a really great product before applying makeup. So continuing with the face products, I have the Born This Way foundation. I love this foundation so much, guys. Like, I've never loved a foundation ever. I've always had an issue with foundation, like something. I've always had like something that I'm like, but if only if you were different this way. But this foundation, it's hands down one of my favorites. Like, it is gold. It is my holy grail of a foundation. I think a lot of people rave about it because it is that good. My color is caramel, if you're interested. I've actually gone darker than I normally, than my actual shade, because my summer shade is much darker. I feel like even with the shade, I can still sort of get away with it in the winter. But I might even pick up a lighter shade just to blend it in and lighten it up for the winter shade, because this product is amazing. The formula is perfect, especially for someone like me who has dry skin. Like, I have very dry skin. I struggle with dry skin, girls. This product has been amazing, and it doesn't texturize your skin, so it just sits nicely and looks like and feels like real skin. I can't rave about this enough. So okay, this is turning into like a favorites video, but I guess I do pack all my favorites only. Well, actually, not too true. I have this NARS concealer here. It's something that I bought recently. I liked it, and I like it because I can apply it under my eyes and not have to set it. And I'm trying to avoid setting under my eyes, baking under my eyes, because as I'm getting older, my skin's getting more gentle, delicate, and there are wrinkles forming, and we don't want creasing and all that stuff. So I try to use less product under my eye, and this is the way to do it, but it's still not my favorite type of coverage. It's not the same finish that I'm used to. Maybe it's just something that I just need to get used to. So it's not something that I'm in love with, but it's what I have right now, and it's what I'm using. I have an eyebrow pencil that it's the only one that I have in my collection right now because I haven't picked up a new one. All of my other ones have either broken or finished, so I need to get a new one. And this is just one I just had hanging around. I don't even know the name of it. The name is completely brushed off, so some random eyebrow pencil. I also have this Master Kajal Maybelline eye pencil. I really love this thing because, one, I love the shape of it. I think it looks cool. But it's super rich, super black, and I love using it to smudge along the lash line. And lately I've been liking more and more of that smudgier eyeliner as opposed to that like clean, crisp wing liquid, using liquid liners or felt liners. I've just been liking the simplicity of a smudged liner lately. What I also have in here, of course, is my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. This thing, hands down, is probably one of the best mascaras I've ever had in my entire life. I used to use it a lot a while back, and then I started switching up to testing out different mascaras to see if I was missing out on anything. And after a couple of years actually of not using it, I've come back to it, and it's still hands down the best for me, in my opinion. For setting powder, I do have, just in case, and if I'm in a more humid climate or I'm starting to get a little oily, whatever the case is, I will use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And this is perfect. I'll use it in my T-zone. I usually, again, I don't use it under my eyes anymore, but it is a great setting powder. I do have a highlighter in here, but lately I haven't been using highlighter as much, but I do carry it around with me just in case I want to use it. And it's the Becca Cosmetics Lilac Geode shade. It's this pretty lavender pinkish highlight, and it just looks very iridescent on. It's such a pretty highlighter. The blush that I actually use as a bronzer and blush and light contouring is Forever and Always. If you've been following me from the beginning, Lovejoy by MAC. It is one of my favorite blushes ever. I just think it's a shade that complements my skin tone so well, and most brown skin tones so well. It's a rosier, bronzier color that just it's super flattering. It's such a great shade. I also have another blush in here in case I want to look more summery and bright. And it's this ombre blush from NYX. It's OB01, Feel the Heat. It's a really pretty shade. It's more on the orangey, peachier side, so I feel like it's a great shade for like lighter spring looks. Nothing too dark or heavy, so I use this sparingly, but I always throw it in my bag just in case I need it. And because it's ombre, like you can get several different types of blush shades. So it's a pretty great pick as opposed to bringing a whole blush palette. I also have my erase paste in here. I didn't even realize I have it in here, but I used to swear by this concealer forever and ever and ever, and it was one of my favorite ones, and I think it's still a great concealer. It's just not for me anymore as I'm getting older, as my skin is getting older. This is a thicker product, and it just doesn't sit well on my skin as it used to, and so I use it sparingly. If I'm really having some like crazy dark under eye area situation, I will, apply a little bit of this over the concealer I've already applied, but I honestly don't use it as often, but it's so small, so it's easy to fit into my travel bag. All right, the next item I have in here is the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel, and I use this after I've filled in my brows. I usually brush them upward just to give them more of a thicker look, and it's pretty simple. It's translucent, so it is what it is. One of my Fenty lipsticks are also in here, and this shade is Shoddy. It's actually a really beautiful shade. I feel like it's like a super warm brown, red brown shade. It's one of my favorite brown shades of all time. And if you're a fellow brown girl, I think if you're looking for a brown shade, this is the one. It's perfect. I somehow have a pen here. Oops, I actually end up taking the hotel's pen that we were in Atlanta with. My bad, I'm so sorry. I also have a eyeliner here. It's a felt tip eyeliner. I'm not sure again of the brand. It's faded away. It's one of the older ones that I've kept. Oh, actually no, I can see it a little bit. It's by Scone, and it's called Insanely Intense Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner. The next thing I have in here, of course, is my Master Camo color correcting pen by Maybelline. I really don't go anywhere without this, and especially, I struggle with dark under eye circles, and on a bad day, I need to whip this bad boy out. The next item I have in here is the Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit Moisturizing Lip Balm. I can't go anywhere without some chapstick. My lips get so chapped so easily because it's so easy. My skin gets dry really quickly, all over, everywhere. I need to be moisturizing 24/7. Including my lips, and this is bomb. And the last thing I actually have in this makeup bag is Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and I always carry around a small lash adhesive. Usually I carry around the Duo one because I feel like that one is the best one in my opinion, but this Kiss one is what I have recently, so I've just been carrying that around. And you're probably wondering, why do I have a lash adhesive in my bag if I don't have any lashes in my bag? Well, when I do travel, I do try to fill this up as much as I can, but there are bigger things that can't fit in there, and those things are, one of them is lashes. This one I have here are the Blowout Lashes by Kiss. I do use Kiss lashes a lot. There are beauty salons and beauty supply stores around my area that carry a lot of Kiss products, and so I end up getting most of my lashes from there. But Kiss lashes are awesome. I love the variety they have. There's so many different options and lengths and volume, and most of the lashes are such a great quality, so I swear by them. What I also take with me that doesn't fit in my bag is like a sheet mask of some sort, and this one I have here is Green Tea Plant Cell Daily Mask. And I usually pick these up. They're Korean sheet masks that I pick up from the face store, from the face shop. Is it face shop or face store? So I can't carry all of my skincare products with me, but I try to carry the minimum that I need to live with. And having a sheet mask is such a lifesaver, especially before putting on makeup or after taking off makeup and just like hydrating my skin again. Sheet masks are amazing for that. I always carry a palette. I usually either carry my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette or my Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. More often than not, I actually carry around this one because they're shades that just complement my skin tone so well, and they're great for traveling, because most of the time when I travel, I do go out to a specific event or anything like that, and I feel like this is all I need to get all glammed up, and I also have shades in here to just keep it super simple and natural. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is not makeup, but it is a makeup remover. It is what I carry as well. It's the Neutrogena Ultra Soft Cloths Makeup Remover, and it's small enough to pack, again, into my carry-on. Some other items that I carry in my like makeup stuff that is not makeup are these two things right here. I actually have like this container of nose rings because I easily lose my nose rings all the time, and just in case I need one, I hate walking around with just my nose hole. I need to replace it, so I carry around this in my purse. I actually have one in my house. I have a couple around in different places just to make sure that I always have backup nose rings. This is a recent thing, but my husband got LASIK recently, and he's been using these eye drops to, you know, hydrate his eyes. And I used one day to just see how it feels because I felt like my eyes were dry and itchy, and it was amazing. Like, having eye drops and using them regularly has been amazing. I get dry-eyed really easily, especially if you're not sleeping all that time. Your eyes can get easily dry, or pollution, or you're using a computer and screen, whatever the case is, your eyes can get dried out. And so when I do my makeup, sometimes I actually put this on before, or sometimes if like I get like eyeshadow by accident in my eyes and I go to rub my eyes and try to clean up my eyes, whatever, my eyes all red, this guy right here to clear up my eyes, make them look a little bit better, make them feel a little bit better, and it's super helpful. So that is everything in my travel bag. It's not that much in comparison to my real full makeup bag. If you guys are interested in seeing what's in my makeup bag, like seeing the full thing, comment below, let me know. I can go through that. I feel like that'll be a much longer video, even though I felt like this one was quite long already. So that's pretty much it. That's all that's in this bag. That's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and interesting. Of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a new video. I am planning to come out with more videos regularly, so please pray for me all. I wanna make sure that I'm getting out these things more and more this year. And so I'm excited for that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Remember that you are absolutely beautiful. Bye. Mwah.